If you don't know the difference between lying and conveying value, you're going to have a hard time in any job, not just corporate. And explaining this difference is a big part of my research on the unwritten rules of work. I totally understand why you would feel like it is lying, and I've talked a lot about how that is tied in cultural values. People who are from working class backgrounds come from a culture of direct language. It's necessary for blue-collar jobs, and they perceive people who speak indirectly as dishonest. Indirect communication is normalized in corporate America, even though it causes a lot of problems. Additionally, corporate scandal happens so frequently that we're almost desensitized to it if we didn't all have to live through it every day. Lying is making shit up. I've been spending all afternoon editing my chapter on my upcoming book on the unwritten rules of boundaries and talking about the Wells Fargo scandal and how they blatantly lied. Speaking to the value of your work is telling your employer why you did the task you did. And yes, I know you're like, I did it to get paid. Okay, but they don't care, right? If your purpose is just to get paid, which I understand the purpose is for you and why that would be, and I'm not arguing that shouldn't be why you have a job, but it's not what they care about. If your job has no value, then they could save money not having you. Showing how your job has value is tying your tasks to the organizational mission and to things the company cares about. And this is very hard for people who come from working class backgrounds who've been around pink and blue collar work their whole lives. I showed this slide in my workshop that I give to leaders on bridging the class culture divides between their employees, and I talk about the 3 levels of communication in an organization. And translating between these divides often doesn't happen because middle managers and directors are not told that it needs to happen. And the unwritten rule is the assumption that everybody understands this dialogue and how it's different. And when this is your first time in white collar and your family wasn't in white collar, that is not something that's clear. That unwritten rule can be addressed and isn't just about scandal and lies. If you want to learn more, you can go to my website and book a free 20 minutes with me to hear more about the workshops I offer and the clients I've worked with. While you're on my website, you can download a free book chapter, the one that is on communication issues. There's a direct link to this page in my bio.